This video was sponsored by Enhance, Elbilmek, ABRP Planner, Kempower and Bilkomponenter. Yo, what's up? Today we're going to do a Sunday drive of this MGS5. It's supposed to have 480 kilometers of VLTP. When they did the range test, estimated a little bit over 400. But now that we're going to drive like an old man, maybe we can then achieve 480. I estimate actually almost 500. It seems to be a quite efficient car. This is only 64 kilowatt hour. Is 480 or even 500 kilometers possible? Well, there's only one way to find out. Do the drive under the speed limit. So yeah, it's size-wise, it's like an Elrock, or I'm not sure Otto 3, but it's not as big as an ID4, for example, or Model Y. You know, they are bigger and also more expensive. This is only 350k. It's the luxury. So it's quite well equipped. 360 camera, heat pump, you know, comfort access. And then the route we're gonna take is, can we start from Home? We drive this route here over to Roa, and then we drive the Gjøvik. No, wait, I'm kind of confused here. No, here, Highway 4, my bad. And then we drive the Highway 4, and then over to Zingaboo. Well, the roads are kind of weird. Otna, okay, here, Zingaboo, and then we take Venobiks Villa over here at Otna, and then we take Østerdalen back. So when I check wind, we actually get lighter wind in the morning and then stronger headwind on the way back in the afternoon. So that is actually a disadvantage. But I still want to go that loop. I could go the other direction, but then I get the sun in the wrong direction. Well, actually, maybe you can go the other direction for once. Yeah, let's do that. Let's cheat. Oh yeah. Well, okay, so I already done slight distance here from last charge, you see. Just a little kindergarten run. It still claims 100% there. Car scanner, not much to report. Battery is at 12 to 13 degrees Celsius. Yeah, other than that, we're good to go. So for once, I actually live stream in a Thai channel because this car is also sold in Thailand, and it's I think quite attractive car. And I already found out that it does really well in 1,000 kilometer challenge and many other tests. But okay, let's do all the preparation and then off we go. All right, we're on the move, and now we just passed Mora. Over here is nice and calm, so I'll show you that I cruise at 80 kilometers per hour. It's 80 speed limit here. We're gonna be following the speed limit, and you see that the GPS speed is around 78 kilometers per hour. So we go slightly under the speed limit, yes, like an old man with a hat. Outside now it's 13 degrees Celsius. It's going to be warmer, around 17 to maybe 20 degrees on the tarmac later this afternoon. Consumption is quite good right now, 133 watt-hour per kilometer. We are gonna go uphill soon. Oh yeah, I forgot something. If you do this, for example, here, and then we, for example, navigate to Gjøvik, just do this, select, okay, calculating route, sending data to China, and then start. And then I've chosen here, you can choose what kind of first, second, third variable you want. It's kind of weird interface, but I've chosen this to show elevation. So you actually see elevation here. That is very nice. Yeah, and also the car estimates how many percent you will arrive with. Not sure how good that is. But okay, anyway, we have MG Pilot is doing a good job staying in the lane. The car is actually not that bouncy, maybe a little bit, but most of the time it's doing a good job. So this is going to be a pleasant drive. We're now at Gjøvik. Well, actually, we just passed it. Over here, it's 16 degrees Celsius, getting nice and warm. We are right on sea level. Well, actually, this is Mjøsen level. It's a bit low, yeah, for now. But okay, consumption is 125 watt-hour per kilometer. Very good. I expect 130 because on the range test, this car consumes around 150, and usually the Sunday drive is 20 lower than the 90 kilometers per hour test. So yeah, if we can end up with 125, that'd be great. Yeah, but we're getting some tailwind and some downhills on this leg so far. So yeah, let me see. I'm not sure what the navigation said. Oh, he wants me to go back, of course. Yeah, but we're gonna go now. Proceed up the mountains, and then we'll see how high the consumption is, right? So I'm just following traffic now. It's actually Wednesday, yeah, middle of the week. Not too much traffic now, right? I'm still using MG Pilot. And for now, I have HVAC off to try to save energy. Because remember that no fans is always better than only fans. Now at the Zingaboo, and so far the consumption is 124 watt-hour per kilometer. Wow! We have even gone uphill a bit, but we have tailwind. That is very good news. So yeah, soon I'm gonna take a stop now at K, and then we'll go up the mountain there. Yeah, Venobiks Villa. So over here it's 16 degrees. Up at the mountain it should be a lot colder. And so far still no HVAC. We are now at Venobiks Villa. It is actually nice and warm here, over 10 degrees Celsius, not that windy. So yeah, I just shot the thumbnail image over here, and now I'm gonna go check inside. This is, well, actually it's not the highest point on the journey, but it's quite high. Yeah, just like Snoop Dogg. We are at 1,020 meters over sea level. And even here, the consumption is, I can see it, 141 watt-hour per kilometer. Nice. So now we're gonna proceed the route around here and then down Østerdal and then back home. We actually have to hurry because we have to be at the kindergarten in around 3.5 hours. We'll find out the main road, Highway 3, at Otna. There is a slight problem here. It's 2 in the afternoon and we are still, well, okay, this is not correct. We're not 240. There, we're 224 kilometers away from Jessheim, and you have to expect that the average speed might be around 75 kilometers per hour, which means that we'll barely be able to make it there right when they close the kindergarten. So, as an exception, I will actually go slightly faster now than I would do with other Sunday drives. So another alternative would be to just cancel now and then charge and then hammer it. So okay, I might consider that, but still I want to see how low the consumption is. We can always extrapolate the rest. So you see it's 127 watt-hour per kilometer, so at least we should maybe slowpoke over to to maybe Elbilmek before we bail out and charge, if we decide to do so, right? So over here at least it's nice and smooth and clear. Just straka vägen now home to Oslo, right? No, Oslo. Yes, home. But I also don't know if I can make it there. Yeah, that's another thing. Well, guess what? We found an RV to draft behind. This is the shortest following distance. Probably good, but okay. Seems to drive roughly the same speed I want to drive. Sometimes it goes at 82 also. So for now, I'm just camping behind this RV, and it seems to make wonders because the consumption, actually total consumption, has dropped to 125 watt-hour per kilometer, which means that the current section here, maybe it's only 115 watt-hour per kilometer. But I mean, I can't slowpoke too long here. I still need to go for the time limit. So what I might do is maybe measure the consumption until Elbilmek and then hammer it, because there we have 110, so then it actually benefits us greatly to go faster time-wise. Yeah, and also I'm not sure if we can make it all the way to Jessheim. According to my calculation, we might barely be able to make it there, or we might not. I'm not sure yet. But okay, so over here at least there is no 110 zone, so you might as well camp behind these guys for now. Alright, we are now at Swingan. Normally I would just hop out of Swingan here, take a leak, but I don't need to do that. So here's the deal then. The consumption is 126 watt-hour per kilometer now. We're gonna make that the end consumption because most likely it will not change. It hasn't changed much at all, by the way. And also the elevation here is at 200 meters, which is the same as Home. So from now on I will hammer it, and then we can always extrapolate how far we could have gone, because I don't think we can make it back to Home anyway. So I'm gonna try to go for Tongen now, 45 kilometers away. You can show it here. That's Ioniq, yeah. Well, I said I was gonna charge further down the road, but I changed my mind. We need to charge here because the voltage is high, and that means that we get higher speed. And then, yeah, actually, when we plug in at the higher state of charge in this battery, it will actually flatten it out and then throttle at 55% or something instead. And see, now we're getting 136 kilowatt. If we go deep, we get only 130 kilowatt in the beginning. Yeah, and you can click here and see volts and amps and so on. So, this is schnell. Right there. Yeah, almost 140 kilowatt. Nice and flat. All right, we should arrive with more than 10% now. So, you see, we topped up here, and hopefully it will get over there faster than if we slow poke. So, can we get there before the kindergarten closes at 5? And then how much faster will it be? Because if we slow poke, we should be at the kindergarten right around 5. Let's check outside how long we've been charging. Wow, 141 kilowatt at 50%. Okay, click here. Wait, this is always good. 9-minute charging. Whoa, I think around 5-6 minutes would have been enough, but okay, let's go. Well, we are here. We actually arrived a couple of minutes ago. I had to calculate some stuff, and then we needed 50 minutes to get from the charger to here. And yeah, I calculated that from Swingan, it's when we speeded up, it was 105 kilometers away. So it seems like we would have been able to get here in time, but I wasn't sure based on navigation if we can make it here. But I think it's better safe than sorry, because also when the state of charge drops below 9%, it will stop showing remaining range. So then you are gonna in the dark. You don't know really if you can make it there or not. So it would be great if you can display range all the way until 1% or 1 kilometer, right? Like most other cars. All right, we're back home. So I measured earlier that we have 64.3 kilowatt hour net capacity. And then the consumption, 126 watt hour per kilometer, actually becomes 125 because this car underreports distance by 0.4%. And we saw earlier that it was hovering around 125, 126. And that means that this car can go 514 kilometers. That's actually quite good. It's almost as good as Volvo XC40. Okay, that's overdrive, but with bigger battery. But you can see the consumption here is lower than many other cars here. So actually right on par with Model Y performance. Okay, but that didn't have original rims, I think. But okay, but I mean 125 watt hour per kilometer in this car that has 231 horsepower. It's a boxy car, is quite good, and it was not that hot today even. It was a bit windy. So wow, it seems like MG did something right. They made this car efficient and also made a new generation, and they didn't just boost the battery to be 70-75 kilowatt hour. They just kept 64 kilowatt hour, made slightly more capacity available, and then they tried to make it as efficient. I like this. I like this approach. And then the car is comfortable, it's fast, you can actually hammer it. It's spacious, I think, and I'm going to do banana box test eventually. And it's not that expensive. 350k NOK for this fully spec EV in Norway is a bargain, actually. I don't think there are any other cars in this price range, in this class, that can match the MGS5. So there you guys have it. An awesome car from China. Yeah, that's gonna be for now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you for watching and talk to you later.